Hi! I just got back from my trip to Seoul and girl, I am so tired. But I'm still filming this for you because, well, it's mostly for me because I want to talk about it and I also want to open the stuff that I got. So consider this a bit of a informal haul. Like I'm going to show you what I got, but I'm mostly going to be talking about my trip because I had a crazy schedule, y'all. Like I don't know, sometimes I forget that I'm not like 20 doing this kind of shit anymore because I used to do this all the time when I was like 20, 21, whatever. And then like there's a big gap when like there was COVID where I couldn't travel. And then I'm doing it again now, except that like I'm a hag. So like I can't keep up. So I'm like so tired. I got my like coffee. I never drink coffee, but I got it. I got it for free, by the way, because it's my birthday month. Anyways, so what are we talking about today? I went to Seoul to go see my boys' concert. That is not what this video is about. Actually, as I'm recording this first, but the video about the concert experience is probably going to be up first. So like if you want to go watch that, you can. But this is just about the general experience. So let me tell you what the schedule was like. So like I can't really take days off easily, but luckily during summer I have like 2 days off during the weekend. Usually I only have one. So I actually booked a ticket to fly to Seoul and it was like at 9 p.m. It was delayed, by the way, so it was actually around 9:45 and I would arrive in Seoul at 1:40 a.m. It was actually 2:40 a.m. The thing that makes it a bit whack is that I did not plan to have a hotel. I looked into it, but they were all booked, but I was just going to like raw dog it, not sleep, do the concert, and then I had a hotel until Sunday. And then I left on Sunday. So I landed on Saturday in Seoul at around like 2:40 a.m. And then I spent that whole day doing whatever the fuck ever. And then I was finally back in the hotel and then I had a chill dimanche, what's that called? Sunday. Anyways, boom, okay. So that's what happened. So I landed in Seoul. I was tired. I slept a bit on the flight, but the flight was like, I use Hong Kong Express, by the way. I don't mind Hong Kong Express, but this flight was particularly bad because it's a night flight, so they kept turning off the lights, which is fine, so I was sleeping. But there was turbulence, and every single time there was turbulence, they would turn on the lights full blast to make their announcement. It's not the turbulence that woke me up, it's the fact that the lights kept turning on every 30 minutes. So that was annoying. I did get some sleep in, but it was a bit interrupted and not as good as it could have been. But I landed, I got through, you know, all the immigration and stuff. It was totally fine. And I actually ended up just sitting in the luggage claim for like an hour just because it's the calmest area at night. Like there's no one really going there. It's really big. So I just sat down, je me suis posée, I plugged in all my stuff and I charged things and I just kept up with a few things. I don't even know. I think I was like just on Blue Sky tweeting or whatever, and catching up on the day one of Highlight's concerts because they had their concert while I was flying. And then after that, that's when I got my shit and I did my makeup in the toilets. Then I went out and at this point it was like 4 a.m., like 4:30 a.m. And luckily a lot of the restaurants were open, so I actually went down and had a really good meal. And the reason why I'm telling you this is the only meal I'm gonna eat in that day until nighttime. So at 4:30 a.m. I had sundubu jjigae and it was really, really good, actually. I spent like an hour just chilling, eating it. And by the way, as you can see, I'm sniffing my nose now. I have sinusitis. After getting my cold last week, I recovered, except my sinuses are like fucked up, so I have a runny nose. So please keep in mind, during this whole trip, my nose is running. It's not contagious, by the way, but it's just like relatively unpleasant. So my nose is running this whole time. I still chill. It's like 5:30. I wait another half an hour because at 6 a.m., Olive Young in Incheon airport opens, and you know things in Korea only open at like 10. So I thought, you know, if I wanted to start doing some shopping, maximize my time, I'm gonna go take a look at the Olive Young in Incheon. However, it wasn't that big and there wasn't that many things that I was actually looking out for. Sorry, I turned the light on brighter. Is that better? So like I actually only spent like 30 minutes there and then I went and took the limousine bus and went home. What am I saying? I went to my hotel. It took about an hour. And basically by the time I was checked in and all that, I mean, I couldn't like deposit, like go to the room or else I would have, but I just put my luggage down and everything. And I was basically out and about in Seoul at around 8 a.m. And the day was amazing. I did not see a single cloud in the sky the whole time that day. It was so blue, so crisp, so sunny. And as you'll know, it was so fucking hot. I actually did have a plan laid out and it was to walk around and first of all, go to Bukchon Hanok Village and also do photoism. So because my boys had a concert, they released photoism frames, and photoism is way cheaper in Korea than in Hong Kong, so I was just gonna do it in Korea. And they have booths that are open 24/7, so I didn't need to wait till 10 for it to open. So I thought my time is limited, I'm gonna do this now. So I actually know where a few places are around Myeongdong, which is where my hotel was. And I went and walked there, had a good time. I had like a energy drink at some point. I think it was like a place that I thought the name was really funny. I think it's called like Brewda Coffee, but like BREWDA, Brewda Coffee. It was really cheap, and I had like some kind of mango peach like energy shot. It was good, did wake me up. But I went to both of the photoism booths around there. Not the booths, like the locations where they have multiple booths inside, and both of them were just like not powered. Like all the machines were broken. So I was like, you know what, I'm sure there are other machines that work, it's fine. So I just took the subway, and I went to Bukchon Hanok Village. And the reason why I went there is because, first of all, the bakeries tend to be open there earlier, and also just because it's a nice place to have a walk, if anything. And I don't know why I was thinking I should go have a walk instead of resting, because let me pull some shit up for you. I don't know if you can see, on that day, I walked almost 26,000 steps. Sorry, it's getting a bit dark in my room. Whatever, it's fine, I just wanted to film this. Yeah, I went for a walk. All the bakeries, you know, like the London Bagel Museum and Artist Bakery, like those really famous ones, they had queues that were like crazy. And I was like, I'm not queuing for these in this weather. So I just moved on. I actually didn't eat anything. I just moved on. I had a really nice walk, and I did find a photoism booth. So I got some pictures done. This was like the first set. But as you can see, I had my hair up at this point, right? But it was so hot. I also had like my hair down at some point because I wanted some variety. Very nice. So adding more to my collection. I got that done, which I was glad, because it meant that I didn't have to queue at the machine at the concert and stuff like that. I hate queuing. So at that point, it was around like nearing 10, so I headed to Seoul, and that's where I did my first like shopping purchases. So let me show you what I bought. The first thing I did was I went to Olive Young, the really big Olive Young in Seoul, and I did have a few things in mind. So the few things I wanted to buy in terms of makeup were a lot of 3CE products. They have some new magnetic palettes that I wanted to check out, and I also wanted one of their dual blushes, the one that's like split and one's like a highlighter, one's a blush. I didn't buy those. Let me show you what I bought. So actually, in terms of makeup, I'm taking a look. I'm like, did I forget something? But no, I don't think so. I think I only bought like 2-3 things. These things here. The first one is something I was looking out for. It's from Tuk, and that's the brand for my lip pencil that I really like. So I really wanted to check out their other products. They're kind of spread out weirdly. Like Hemeko has some products, and then Olive Young has some products. And the blush is what they have. This is the Satin Dohwa Balm. It's the shade Taro Milk. When they had it laid out, they actually only had 6 shades, and none of them were the ones I wanted. So I just tested out the texture, and I decided I kind of liked it. And then I asked one of the employees, like, hey, do you have like the Taro Milk one? And she was like, wait here, I'm gonna get it for you. And then she got it for me. What a slayer. Let me open it. But yeah, I was like attracted to this because I felt like they made really good cool tone products. Like the lip pencil is the only cool tone like purplish product I have. So it looks like this. Honestly, the exterior, it ain't crazy, right? But I do like how the interior looks like. I think it looks really, really sleek. I apologize for the lighting. The lighting might not be the best in terms of swatching. Maybe I'll re-swatch and put on the side some natural lighting ones later, since I'm going to edit this later. But yeah, this is the Taro Latte one. Let me just It has a bit of like a creamy balmy texture that I really enjoyed. It reminds me a bit of the Lily By Red like the heart ones, but a bit less liquidy. Like the Lily By Red one melts really easily. So it looks like this, and I thought it's nice. I like this. This is actually the first time I swatched it on me. Would you believe that? It's so nice. I love it. I'm in love. I'm into it. I'm into it. You can't see very well. Girl, I'm just gonna take natural lighting swatches and also add them in. But it's kind of like a muted color. All the ones that say taro in it, like the Holika Taro one, I feel tend to be more of a muted purplish pink, so they tend to suit me quite well. Especially since when I say I'm like cool tone-ish, I don't want to buy purplish pink things just so that they look purplish pink, although I don't mind that. It's just that that's why I need to buy for things to look pinkish on me. If I buy like a pink blush, it will look orange on me. The product itself is quite small, like smaller than I thought when I saw it online, but I'm really happy I did get it because this was something that was on my list. Like I was interested in it, but I didn't want to blind buy it online. But I did blind buy it because I couldn't swatch it in the store. But it's like I specifically wanted to see the texture first, right? Because like I trust Took's products in terms of the color just because their lip pencil is really good on me. So it was like semi-blind, I guess. The second item I got is something I've never heard of. It's Javan de Seoul. Javan de Seoul. I'm not sure how you're meant to say it. And it's the Wink Eyeshade Primer. So I actually have no idea like what this brand is. I've never heard of it, although in the flight I was like really bored on my flight back, and I was looking through my gallery, and my friend Annabelle had actually sent me some lip swatches from this brand, although I didn't see any lip products. Maybe I just didn't notice. And it was this brand. So apparently I had seen it. I just never registered this brand before. And I was really impressed by this color. So it's like a primer, eyeshadow primer, but it's colored, and they have a lot. First of all, I really like the packaging, and it's a very, very muted purple, like a tauroish purple. And I was like super in love with the color and the texture. So it comes with this, can you see this? It comes with this really tiny applicator. It looks like, I don't know if you can see that pretty well, but it's such a nice match for me. Like this is the color of a lot of my eyeshadows, except this one's in liquid form, and it also works as a primer. So I'm like super excited to use it as a base. Spreads out well. The texture is like so nice. It's like, I don't know how to explain. It's liquid, but it spreads out and becomes like powdery. And like it does feel like a very good base. I'm satisfied with this. I really like it. The last thing I got is the Etude Sebum Soak Jelly Powder. It's something that I had heard of, so I was like kind of interested in trying it, but I didn't want to blind buy it. It's meant to be something that mattifies you, but like it's like jelly. Like I don't know how to explain. It's not a powder, which I thought was very intriguing. It looks like this, kind of like a normal pad thing, right? Oh look, you see the camera. I tried it at the airport actually, and I was really impressed by it because when you touch it, I don't know if you can see the texture well, but it's balmy, right? But when you use it on you, it's mattifying and it's slippery. I don't think you can see well though because I'm not oily there. Am I oily anywhere? I say this as if I'm not like the oiliest person in the world. Am I oily anywhere? Oh, I was like, why is the mirror scratched up? And it's because there's like a film over it. So let me peel it off actually right now. You see this? Yeah. My oily. Let's try on my forehead, that like shine. Let's see how that works. Like I'm really oily above my eyebrow. Like everywhere. I say I'm like that everywhere. So let's try. Girl. Like you can see that, right? Let me try like above this eyebrow, like right here. This is highlighter, by the way, so it's like not wet there, so. I'm kind of impressed. I don't know how it will last in the Hong Kong weather, so I'll try that out. But it feels nice. It doesn't feel sticky at all. Very interesting. I wonder if it leaves like a tackiness. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try it out because I thought this might feel nice. It's a bit like, since it's jellyish, it feels a bit cooling. It doesn't feel like tacky. I don't know. It's great. I'm gonna try it out and let you guys know. After that, I did buy some skincare. So the first thing I want to show you is this. I got this Mediheal modeling mask. I really like modeling masks just because they're very relaxing. However, this is a really big box. I actually didn't intend to bring this back. I was going to use it the day of to relax before going to sleep. Just because after a flight, you know, your skin's really dry. I just was so tired, I completely forgot, so I brought it back with me. The reason I don't tend to buy these very often is just that, like, I find the fact that it comes with a bowl and a spatula in every single one, and you throw it away after technically, because it's single use, and I find it a bit wasteful, so I usually only buy them occasionally, like when I'm in Korea overnight, like once, something like that. So rare moment I bring it back. However, I did manage to find one like this where you don't have, you know, the bowl and stuff, so I feel it's a bit less wasteful. Like, I feel like you should just own your own bowl and mix it, but even then, I think for this one, you're just meant to like add the water inside immediately and like mix it and apply. This one is the super lemon one. It says like it has like glutathione. What glutathione? Glutathione, is this macaroni? Sorry, glutathione. And like honestly, I think that's for like skin whitening and brightening, but I actually think this is not skin whitening. I think it's, considering it's lemon based, I think it's more like something that might bring some brightness back to your skin when it looks dull. Girl, I need that. I do need that. My skin looks dull all the time. So I bought this. It was actually buy one, I think it was 2,000 something won, like 2,000 won, 2,500, really cheap. And it was that much for 2 of them. So I bought one for myself and I gave one to my friend to try out too. So the other skincare I got interested in, if you go to Olive Young now, actually, they have like a really big Sanrio collab. So it's not like one brand is collabing with Sanrio. It's kind of like many different Korean brands are having a Sanrio collab, and they're all summer themed. You'll see, I have a few actually. I have these 2, and I also have another one. Actually, I don't know if this is part of the collab because it's not summery. One of the things I bought is this Numbuzin Pantothenic B5 Active Soothing Serum, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. I actually don't know if this is something that's pre-existing like the O1, but I used the O3, and I think it's like the skin softening serum, and I've also used the, is it O5 collagen one? The collagen one, the blemish one, and the skin softening one, and I liked every single one of them. And the reason why I picked this up is because I tried a sample and it was super thin, and like, I don't know about hydrating because my hands tend to be very soft. So like whenever I apply something, I'm like, wow, it feels nice. Girl, my hands always feel nice because they are super hydrated. But I felt it was very thin. And recently, when I used to do my makeup in the morning, I used to actually layer the Numbuzin No. 3 serum. However, it has a lot of tack to it. And I realized that my makeup was not setting around my skin because my skincare was too heavy. Like I would put too much on my face. So now I actually keep that for nighttime, and in the morning I just put toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen. However, I do feel kind of dry, so I'm thinking of introducing something that's thinner and a bit runnier like this and seeing how that goes. And I thought this was a good offer. I actually opened this already because I had to separate them into my liquids. I didn't carry a big luggage. It comes like this. There's pochaco on it. I'm not gagged by pochaco, honestly. I used to make fun that like no one likes pochaco, but I guess everyone likes pochaco now. I don't know. So whatever, I don't mind. He's here, he's cute. And it comes with a refill, which I do appreciate because it means I can just, right? Amazing. I will say I was looking for, I have like, is it the MediHeal collagen pads? And when you buy it, like when I bought it in April, I bought a set where there was one set and one refill, kind of like this. And actually my friend Annabelle took the refill because she already had the, like another one. But I was looking specifically just for refills, and they don't actually sell the refill. So if you want to buy it again, you have to buy the whole set with the refill and the full one. So it's like, it's refillable, but like to what extent? Anyways, because of that, I actually didn't rebuy that product. I was going to, and I didn't. So I'm still thinking about whether I want to rebuy like single-use pads or not. They're useful, but I don't know, I didn't make the jump. But anyways, this one is refillable. I'm excited to start using it. Yay. It came with this like summer balloon. I'm not gonna open it and blow it up, but it's like, it's this like a summer beach ball thing. I'm just gonna bring it to work and ask if any kids want it, because like I don't use that kind of stuff. So next thing is kind of weird. It's not skincare. It's this from Foodology, but it also had a Hello Kitty collab. Let me just open it and explain. I'm like, let me explain myself for ordering this thing. I mean, buying this thing. I didn't order it. Oh, I didn't even notice. It comes with like a really cute keychain pouch. Actually, I do like this. I might keep this. It's very cute. You can put stuff in it. Nice. Girl, it's over here. I don't pay attention at all. I was sleep deprived. It looks like this. Honestly, I'm not gagged by Hello Kitty, but I do like tan Hello Kitty. Cute. There's a box in the box of it. Not my fave. They are these like jellies with, I think it's chia seeds in it. And they're supposed to be like good for digestion and stuff like that. And I could always need a bit more help with digestion. So I wanted to give this a try since they were on sale, like, you know, like it was like a promotion. There's like 12 of them in here. But yeah, I heard a lot of hype around this product, so I'm going to give it a try. And it also looks yummy. It looks like this. Like that. It looks kind of yummy. Looks like candy to me, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is the only food item I got other than like candy. I did get candy, but like I've eaten them already, so. The last thing I got are it's like the Philly Millie Puffs. That's a collab with Hello Kitty. Actually, you know, I bought that eyelash curler, but they released a pink one. So I fear I did actually order it. I have not gotten it because I thought it would sell out. No, it did not sell out. In Korea, they were like everywhere. No one was buying them. I guess only I was super gagged by it, but whatever. These are by Philly Millie, by the way. Let me just show you how they look like. There's this one. This one's quite cute too. This one has like lace on it. This is another Hello Kitty one. These are the angel set ones, by the way. There's a devil one, but I didn't get those. This one has a bow. I think they're quite cute, so I'm happy I got those. All of these items were on sale because I think they just released or something. But they're really nice. They feel really good. And that's all I got at my first round of Olive Young. So I was in there an hour, and then I left. I was like, I'm going, because I had other things I wanted to do in Seoul. The first thing was to go to Afterblow. It's right under the Dazik store. And I just wanted to check out their other solid perfumes because I really like the one I have from them already. So I have Love Potion, right? As you can see, I've used it quite a bit. There's not a crazy amount left, I believe. It's about like halfway. So I thought since I use it every day, might as well see what else they have to offer. First of all, Love Potion was sold out like everywhere. I think it's like their best-selling one. I did get another one. It was called Cherry Soap. And actually, I was happy this is the one that I liked how it smelled like because it's the only other one with another equally cute packaging. So they both look like this. And this one smells exactly what it claims to be. Like, it smells like cherry soap. It smells like soap and it smells just cherryish. It just smells like a good base. The reason why I like solid perfumes is I feel like they make a good base. They linger well. I usually apply behind the ears here. And like you can smell them when you move your hair, etc. You can also place them here, but I just don't think it's as good. I like personally smelling them, so I use solid perfumes daily. And they're also really nice to carry in your bag. So now I have two. Honestly, when this is done, I probably will rebuy it. For some reason, they also gave me a free sample. This is Citrus Moon. It's a perfume hand cream. I've never smelled this one before, so as you know, I'm a big fan of Palmer's coconut hand cream, so I probably will never buy like this hand cream, but let's smell it. It smells citrus. I don't know what to tell you. It smells exactly like how it claims to be. It does feel like not sticky, which is nice. Like the cream itself feels nice. Maybe I'll check it out if I like, no, honestly, yeah, I have a hand cream I like so much. I just, I don't know. It seems quite nice though. If you like hand creams, if you're looking for one, maybe check them out. But I'm not personally into this scent, but I'll use it, why not? Alright, after that, there was one other place in Seoul I wanted to go to, and that was the rom&nd pink office that just opened like, I think like a month or two ago. And it was kind of far, like it's like on the same street, like it's just a straight line. But the buildings in Korea are kind of low. And so when the sun is directly above, there's no shade. And everyone had umbrellas. They came prepared. I did not come prepared. I was like sweating, scared of burning. I was like reapplying my sunscreen like over and over. I was like, I'm gonna fucking die. And like it was kind of a lot actually. I'm someone who doesn't do very well in the heats. Like I get red very, very easily and like very uncomfortable. But luckily she persevered and she made it. Now, the rom&nd store is kind of interesting because they have like a lot of rows, and some of them are like, they're basically always the same products, but organized differently. Like for example, the one I went to was, one side was cool tone, one side was warm toned. But on another one, it was like, one was lip products and one was eye products. You know, it's like, it was like organized differently, but it was more or less all the same products. What I was interested in were the exclusive items. So I did order some things. It comes in this packaging. You know how when you see it advertised, they say like you order it online, like on your phone, and that works really well. But then it comes on a conveyor belt for you. You have to actually pay extra for that. So beware of that. They'll just call your number and hand it to you like this otherwise. And that's totally fine for me. But yeah, if you want that experience, you have to pay extra. I actually got 5 things, but one of them was for my friend, so I already gave it to her. I bought 3 of the minis. These are all exclusive shades. I'm not even gonna bother swatching them right now. I'll swatch them for you guys like on the side here. I actually unpacked these already for another video, but also I had unpacked them to fit them in my liquids case, but just so you know, it came looking like this. Not only are they mini size, but they are also the colors that are exclusive to the Pink Office store. So the 3 colors I got were first 03 Pink Grapefruit, which is a kind of light pink that wasn't too offensive on me. Like it was a bit warm, but it still looked nice. It wasn't too bright, so I quite liked it. I got 11 Campbell Grape, which is a really nice purple shade. And I also got 12 Odd Mulberry, which is exactly the color you see here. It's a blue, like a very strong blue, and I bought it specifically for mixing. This one too I bought for mixing, but I think I can wear it alone too. But this one, like, I wouldn't wear a blue lip, but I think I could use it to tone down things that I have that are too warm. Now, when I was looking around, I also found a product that does suit me. It's it's like the Juicy Lasting tint as well, but it's a newer color. It's 28 Snow Strawberry, and it actually is really properly cool, but not in a way where it's like, the thing about rom&nd is every time they have like a cool product usually, or actually Korean brands in general, they'll be like cool best, and then the cool best is like a dark burgundy. It's meant to be a kind of mid-tone cool purple, but like it just looks burgundy on me, and it especially looks really dark. So I usually like, even though I really like rom&nd as like I like how their products look and I love how their colors look on the swatches, on me they all look really too dark. But this one looked okay. I tried it on, it looked not bad. So since I bought all that, I bought these. I was given this keychain ring. You're meant to put the thing through and I have it as a keychain. I'm not really into that. I'm just gonna give this away. But I also got one of these small ones for free. So that's where I got another one of these and I gave it to my friend. I actually didn't spend that long in the rom&nd store. There wasn't that much to see. Like, I'm not that much of a lip person, so I kind of went to the areas I was like aiming to. Like, I had a few I wanted to swatch, and I did those, and I think I was like in and out in like 10 minutes. I did see a lot of the gacha things, and they were nice. Like, I liked being there and looking at them, but I didn't buy any of those either. Like, it's nice to walk through, but it's not as crazy as it looks like on like the social media posts. All right, after that, I was like completely pooped. So I went and found a bench in the shade and I just sat down like, and like rested a bit and thought, okay, I actually was planning to do Songsu until the concert, but it was like 12 and I was checking in at 3 p.m. at my hotel. So I had 3 hours left and I thought, what should I do? So there were 2 areas I wanted to go to as well. And they were kind of like, not far, but it's like spaced out. So the first thing was Hemeko Lab in Hongdae, which I went to last time. So the reason why I wanted to go there was because I wanted to find something for my friend, and I also wanted to swatch specific items from Tuk. So I actually took the subway. I went there and I did swatch everything except the item that my friend wanted. Like, I could not find it. It was like sold out. And then I tested this Tuk powder. I'll put up a picture of it. One of them is purple and one of them is pink. And it was something that I was going to buy on the Lotte Duty Free store, but it was so chalky. Like, you know when you apply a powder, the powder settled in every single crack of my skin. Like, you could see every single line. I was like, I don't want to look like that. Like, the packaging of it was so nice, but I was like, just because the packaging is nice doesn't mean you need it, right? Especially if the product itself does not like work well. Oh my god, I just realized it's really dark here. In terms of personal lighting, this is not much better, but I just turned the light on, so you're welcome. But yeah, I actually went to Hemeko and I spent like 15 minutes walking around there and there was nothing I wanted. I didn't buy anything there. But it was nice to walk around Hongdae just a little bit. When I first went to Korea and like the first few times, I used to always stay in that area. It just felt very youthful, like very nice. Like, and I loved being there at night. I couldn't go there at night this time, right? But like the way people are always like singing and dancing and stuff. However, yeah, I didn't spend that long there. I went straight back in the subway and I went to my last stop that I wanted to shop at, and that is Born to Stand Out in, I can't remember the station, but Born to Stand Out, you know, the perfume house. So this one was kind of interesting because it's a bit like, it's not in the, it's like next to Itaewon, I believe. And the area it was in, didn't have many stores around it, but the building stood out because it's like very artsy looking. And I specifically wanted to go there because there were 3 perfumes I wanted to smell. I mean, I wanted to smell a variety of them, but the ones I wanted to smell were, I think it was like, let me search them. The first one I wanted to smell was Sugar Addict. Obviously, everything sugary and sweet I want to smell. And honestly, I was not gagged by it. It's something that has, was it sugar, vanilla absolute, rum, cinnamon, tonka, cashmere wood, labdanum, cacao, and coffee. And honestly, I just really didn't like how it smelled. It was one of those things where I was like, I got the notes, but it was like too much. Like the rum notes felt very alcoholic. And so everything about it on me felt very like too strong and too alcohol-y. Like it's very easy for like a rum note that's meant to be like alcohol, right? Like to smell like just straight alcohol, which is like not my favorite. The next one that I wanted to try was Angel's Powder, and this one is a sweet one as well. And it's interesting because it has a nail polish accord, and I kind of like the smell of nail polish, but like maybe not a perfume or whatever. And I smelled it and it was really, really interesting. Let me read you the notes. I have them here, right? So it's nail polish, sugar, pink pepper, and then we have for middle notes cotton candy, raspberry, vanilla sugar, and the base notes white musk, heliotrope, and guaiac wood. And the mix of things, especially with the nail polish accord, makes it seem very interesting. But I did like how it looked like as notes, and like when I smelled it like on paper, I really liked it too. Like you could definitely smell the nail polish, but it elevated everything. Like it brought it together. It was very unique. And I think that's what Born to Stand Out are known for, like their very unique scents. So I actually did spray it on me, but I fear that on me, it smelled really bad. Like it smelled just like nail polish. Like that's the only thing that came out, and like to a very strong extent. Just like the other one had like a really strong alcohol taste, alcohol scent. This one had a very strong nail polish like chemical scent, and I was just like, oh. There was one more I wanted to smell, and that is Candy Dust, which is one of their newer ones. And this has dragibus in it. So the top notes are raspberry, pear, bergamot. Middle notes dragibus, milk, peony, and base notes sugar, organox, tonka bean, and moss. And this one also smelled very interesting. I liked it because it was very compared to the other two, they were so strong in how they smelled. This one was very mild, very soft, and very sweet. Like it wasn't candy in a very childish way. It was very like, it didn't smell youthful. That's the thing. It has a candy accord and like sugar and milk, but it didn't smell juvenile. It just smelled very soft and sweet. I will say though, I think this whole line are meant to be like skin scents, and because of that, it was really like not strong. This one, like I really felt like was just like fading away. I couldn't really smell it too much or too well. I think I had Sugar Addict here. Over here I had Angel's Powder, and then over here, like in like this area, Candy Dust. And the Candy Dust one honestly is the one that smelled the best because it wasn't overpowering. But I didn't buy anything. I went out, and actually by the time I was like in the subway, I was like overwhelmed by the scent of like chemicals, alcohol, nail polish, you know, that kind of thing. And I was like low-key a bit self-conscious because first of all, I was all red. I've been walking all day. My feet hurt. I was tired, and I was in the subway standing out there looking like a mess, and I knew I smelled of chemicals. So I was just there like like, please, I hope I go home soon. And luckily I did finally get to the hotel at exactly 3 p.m. I got there, I got into the hotel room, and girl, tell me why the hotel had 2 beds, like a double bed plus a single bed. I was like, oh my god, this place is huge. Like I booked it because it was like one of the last ones on a good offer, and it was in a good location. But like I didn't expect it to be so good. Like the room was double the size of, it was like way bigger than where I live here. There were like 2 huge beds. There was a vanity, there was like so much space. There's a TV, I didn't turn on the TV. There was a bathtub. So I looked at that and I was like, someone's having a bath tonight. And I did have a bath that night. In the meantime, I knew the concert was starting at 6 p.m. It was 3 p.m. I took a quick shower, I got ready, I rested a bit. I did not eat. I don't know why. I was just like not hungry. I completely forgot about eating. Instead, what I did was I drank a Monster Energy, and then I headed back out. I took the subway. It took like 45 minutes. I got to the venue at about 4:45. I met up with some Korean Twitter mutuals who also really like Dongwoon. and they were really nice. And they gave me some food too, so I ate one of those actually. And then I went and enjoyed the concert. And if you saw my other video, you'll know I had a blast. It was lit. And yeah, it was really, really good. I was like really high on adrenaline. And I think it was like around 9:30 by the time it was done. And I headed back home. And I was like, oh my god, okay, she needs to eat. I ended up back in Myeongdong at around like 10, and the street market was still on. And I was like searching. I really wanted one thing, and that's japchae. I really wanted japchae, right? And all the street booths only had other things. So I was like walking around until I finally found one. And the old man was like one or two, and I was like, so it was me with like my big bag full of like my light stick and everything I had brought, my camera, and then like my 2 bags of like 2 servings of japchae, and I'm going back to the hotel. And I just downed everything. I ate everything so quickly. And I took that bath. I felt like I was like melting. I almost died in the bath because I was relaxing so much. And I had a really good and chill, relaxed time that evening, considering that I had done so much. I wasn't actually that tired, and I actually felt like completely fine. I called like my friend, I called my dad. Like I managed to do everything except the modeling mask I bought. But yeah, so it was a really good day. I was like kind of impressed with myself, because in the past when I went to Korea to do this, I would do something similar. Like I would go at the night, I would spend the whole day, and I'll fly back immediately. I remember I was like, because I have a lot of like anxiety in traveling. I don't like being perceived, first of all, and I don't like the idea of having to catch things on time. I'm always scared of being lost, missing things and whatever. So I would actually not do anything. I would literally just like go, stay in like a place, like sit there, go to the event, then go back and stay in like the hotel or hostel until I was like ready to go back. And it was honestly fine. Like I went mostly for the concert, but like I felt very good about my trip this weekend, just because it was very short, but I got so much done, and I felt like I wasn't very like self-conscious or bothered about it. Like I felt like I just like was normal about it. I don't know. It could just be that I'm older now, but like I used to have a really big problem with that. So I think younger me would be proud of me, and I think that's what matters. Anyway, so I slept at 1 a.m. and my alarm was for 9, but I woke up naturally at 8:30 because I have like a really good like mental clock, and I felt rested. I was like, wow, amazing, all that, and I feel like this, great. And I was actually done packing before 10, and I was planning to take the bus at around 11. So at 10, since things open at 10, I went out for a final round in Myeongdong, and I did get a few things. Some things that I'm a bit sad about. So the thing that I'm sad about is I went to the Olive Young and I got something last minute, and that is this. It's Ilso's Super Melting Sebum Softener, but it's like a Hello Kitty collab, so it was on like sale. It comes with like a Hello Kitty scraper, and apparently this is really good for getting rid of like the sebum on your, you know, like the sebaceous filaments. So I wanted to try it. And the thing is that I think, you know, I was saying I was well rested and shit like that, right? But as it turns out, I probably wasn't, because I didn't check close enough. Like I wasn't thinking clearly. And this is actually over 100 ml, which means that, you guessed it, it got confiscated from me at the airport security. So all I have left are the scraper and like the pads you put on your skin. It was honestly, in my local currency, it wasn't a crazy price, but I still feel really stupid, because it's like, if I had paid more attention, I would have known I couldn't get it, and I didn't, because I was like too sleep deprived or whatever. But yeah, I actually ended up reordering this. I'm actually gonna give this to my friend because she doesn't have a thing like this, so she can use this, and I'll be using these, so these won't go to waste. But it still feels a bit dumb that like the guy was like, what should I do? And I'm like, well, there's no choice, right? He's like, I'm throwing it away. He just threw it, and I was like, goodbye, Hello Kitty. My heart was full of regret. But you know, on the plus side, sorry, I'm jumping ahead now. My luggage was 9 kilos, which was 2 kilos above the average, and the lady was like, it's okay. So you win some, you lose some. Like, I could have been charged for an overweight bag, and I didn't. So it's okay, I lost this thing, I guess. The other thing I saw at Olive Young was a brand I've never seen before called, I think it's Oyad, something like that. And they had a blush that was like, so beautiful. Like the color was like amazing. And I was like, sorry, do you have this? And she was like, oh, sorry, sold out. And I was like, no. So it was like such a beautiful muted lavender color that was not like strictly purple. It's like a mauvey one. It was really beautiful. It was a blush and a lip product, and I was like, I really like this. So unfortunately it was sold out, but because of that, and because, you know, I did get my other product confiscated, I actually just ordered them on Olive Young, on the Korean website, so they're just gonna come next week, whatever. It is what it is, I know. So I left at Olive Young, and I did something. I went to the butter store, and I bought... Are y'all seeing this? I bought a new rug, because I actually own this rug already. Can you see the color difference? I really like this rug, but it's gone so dirty. I've tried to clean it like by hand in the machine, everything, but like a rug is a rug. If you step on it a lot, like it just gets dirty. I can't get the hair out, I can't get the bits out, and since it was in the sun, it's discolored as well. So I just bought a new one, and it was like on a huge sale, so it cost like $6 USD. I was like, okay girl, I'll buy it, and I got it. Yay! And that is the last purchase I made. And after that, it was 10:30, and I was like, you know what? I am hungry, because I woke up starving, because, you know, all I ate was 2 bowls of japchae the day before. And I went to Myeongdong Gyoja, and I'm really proud of this. I know it's like not a big deal to some people, but I'm proud of it, okay? I went and I ate there alone. Yeah. I was like, this is a big deal. Younger me would have been like so shook, because like younger me going to Korea, going anywhere, like even like when I was at university, I was so scared of eating at restaurants alone. There's something about eating at restaurants alone that's very humiliating. But I feel like maybe because I lived in Hong Kong for a while, I don't think that's scary anymore, but it's still something that would make me feel a bit anxious. But the idea of eating alone in a restaurant that like is in a foreign country, that's a whole other thing. Like, it's so awkward. And I know Myeongdong Gyoja is a place I really like. I really like their kimchi specifically. It's very garlicky and very like it's very spicy, very garlicky. But like their menu is very simple. I already knew I was gonna order. I did ask if they took cards, so yeah, I think younger me would not have even asked. I would have just been like, I don't want to risk it. I would have just left. But yeah, I ate there on my own, and I felt a bit of like personal achievement just because I managed to do it. It's not something I would have been able to do 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whichever. So it's not a big deal, but to me it's a big deal. So I did that, and I took a picture, and I was like, look, I'm eating alone. So yeah, I did all that. And then I dropped by the 3CE store. Remember I said I really wanted to buy something there? It was still closed, and at that point I had kind of like lost interest in wanting to buy the 3CE stuff. So I was just like, whatever. Went back to the hotel, packed my final luggage, took the airport limousine bus, and boom, I was on my way back to the airport, and everything else goes as it does. My flight was at around like 3 p.m. and I was back in Hong Kong, like at home, at around 9 p.m. So I left home at about 5:30 p.m. on Friday, and I was home Sunday at around 9 p.m. And I was tired, but I felt really fulfilled. And I felt like I wanted to make this video because like, I don't know, I know I talked a lot about the product. Oh wait, pause, wait, there's one more thing at the airport. At the airport, I picked up some duty-free, like some stuff that I ordered. And the reason I did this is because a lot of these are cheaper on the duty-free app, and they're also over like 100 ml. So you pick it up after security, the amounts, the liquids doesn't count. So the first thing I got, sorry, I'm like showing you these items again, very last minute, just when I was about to conclude. The first one is the pink PDRN Medicube moisturizing cream. It's the one I ran out of and I was waiting to rebuy. So you've seen this already. It's the one that I emptied really recently. And then I saw they had a new product. This wasn't there when I went to Korea last time. It's a capsule cream of the same line. And I was really interested in this because it looked fun as hell, let me tell you that. I'm not gonna actually apply this now. I'm just gonna show you how it looks like. It's scentless, interesting. I'm thinking it looks very fun. I like every single product in this line. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try at some point. I don't know if I'll open it, like start it yet, but yeah. Sometimes, depending on my mood, I'm like, there's bobas in here. And in other times, I'm like, there's bubos in here. So it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes they're bubos, sometimes they're bobas. But yeah, they look fun. And I guess if I end up using it, you'll probably hear my thoughts about it in my next MC's vid. Very last thing I got is the Torriden toner. I've never tried Torriden before, but I heard they're very highly recommended, and I see them a lot in Hong Kong, but it's a bit expensive in Hong Kong, so I bought it here. It's the very watery hyaluronic acid toner. You know I use two toners. I use this the Japanese sake one, that pink bottle, and I also use a Nubusin one, but it's very thick, and I'm realizing that I don't think my skin does well with very thick things. I think things should be thin so they can penetrate more deeply. Although that is a very good toner, I wanted to try something new, so this is the one I'll be trying after. It's, you could just see it's very watery, right? So I think it will suit me very well. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sorry for those last minute things. I want to conclude on this video. I actually wasn't planning to make a really like chatty video. I actually didn't even know if I wanted to show what I got, but I thought it would be fun to just sit down and just talk about the things I got as long as I'm talking about my journey as well. Just because I felt like, I don't know, I feel so satisfied by it, because I just know younger me, I know I'm repeating myself, but younger me would not have been able to do something like this. So I feel a lot of pride. And I know like I'm turning 30 like in a week's time, and it's like, by the time you're 30, you better be able to do solo travel shit on your own. And I'm like, yeah, it's true, but I'm a girly with anxiety, I'm stressed, I have ADHD, like I forget things easily, so I didn't expect things to go so smoothly. Like to get all this stuff done, obviously to the detriment of my health a bit, like I definitely feel very tired today. Like I was at work and I was like, and like my body's a bit sore. I felt very good about it, and I think that I would do it again. So yeah, thank you for listening to my ramble. Let me know, do you guys have any solo trips? What do you like doing on solo trips? Like, do you also like feel that sense of accomplishment from just eating at a restaurant on your own? Do you have any products that you enjoyed, or if you've tried among the things that I've had? Do you also like caramel latte coffee? Just tell me what you think, girl, I don't mind. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!